Six Flags Great Adventure was on pace to have a stellar year for the 2024 season, and this was their 50th anniversary. The park had announced the all-new Savannah Sunset Resort and Spa. They also announced Flash Vertical Velocity, the all-new Vekoma Super Boomerang. In the off-season, Six Flags let everyone know in the upcoming years they were going to be investing heavily. So naturally, everyone figured Great Adventure would be reaping the benefits of the investments. What was supposed to be an incredible season quickly turned into one of the worst seasons in park history. Okay, so maybe I'm being a little dramatic there, but I think a lot of people would probably agree with that. This was a pretty bad year for Six Flags Great Adventure. I mean, the amount of closures, things that were supposed to be done that never got done, highly disappointing. And if you think or feel the same way as me, make sure to comment below. So I'm just going to touch base on some of the more disappointing things for the 2024 season. Starting off with Flash Vertical Velocity. Now, when I went to the park, I think this was about the second or third week that the park was open. All they had was the footers done, so I knew right away this coaster was not going to be opened for the 2024 season. Jersey Devil had numerous issues throughout the season. A lot of this had to do with the ride's manufacturer, RMC, and some train upgrades from my understanding. The park announced that the Sky Ride will no longer be in operation. They plan to dismantle this thing at some point, which is a major hit to this park because the views were incredible. And with a park the size of Great Adventure, a Sky Ride comes in pretty handy. The park also announced that Twister would be removed after the 2024 season. Another more disappointing thing to me was Zumanjaro. This thing opened for the first few weeks, and then they decided to close it for the entire season to save money. It was the tallest operational drop tower in the world. Without any notice, it now looks like Zumanjaro is done for good, along with King Ka. King Ka was another issue, and very disappointing how Six Flags mismanaged a very good opportunity to get people from all over the world to come and give this coaster one last ride. But their PR department never even notified guests that they were going to close this thing for good. Green Lantern is also closed for good, and they did a terrible job notifying guests about this coaster as well. However, it actually makes sense for Six Flags to get rid of this coaster. But really, this is about the only attraction in the park that really made sense for this park to get rid of. I know I'm leaving out some of the other issues that this park was plagued with this year, but I just wanted to talk about Harley Quinn's Crazy Train and the supposed derailment of this coaster, along with the two trains that collided on the Joker. Now, this was just during a testing process, so I don't know what to make of it. However, it just really makes you scratch your head, like, what is going on with this park? In this video, I'm going to discuss all the things that I think Six Flags Great Adventure needs to do to get up to par with some of these other parks. Theoretically, this park should have millions and millions of guests every single year, and I mean 5 to 6 million guests a year. They're just not seeing those kind of numbers. Arguably, this park is located in probably the best location of any amusement park in the entire country, with some major metro areas. Philadelphia, we have Jersey City, New York. There's tens of millions of people within an hour of this park. So let's talk about what they could do to actually improve this park and the attendance. Six Flags has always been a budget, family-friendly amusement park chain, but there are some Six Flags that have great theming, wonderful atmospheres, and I gotta say, Great Adventure is not one of those places. When you walk around this park, you feel like you're at some kind of 80s carnival. Pretty much all of the infrastructure in this entire park needs to be replaced and updated. And although I love roller coasters and I would love to see some outstanding coasters come to this park, I think they really need to focus on guest satisfaction and overall guest experience. Just walking around this park, you see some things that really need updating. About the nicest area in the park is their children's area. One of the things that I noticed from guests online, they constantly complained about the lack of shows. And I really think Six Flags Great Adventure needs to invest in different shows and events. And although shows are not really my thing, you can't help but notice the amount of comments of people that were very upset the fact that they don't have many shows at this park. Six Flags Great Adventure has to be one of the most frustrating amusement parks in America because they are located in such a great area as far as bringing attendance into this park, and they do absolutely nothing about it, offering tickets for basically nothing, and then on top of it trying to charge people $50 to $75 to park, basically forcing you to buy a season pass. I mean, it makes no sense. With this being in a metro area, that can sometimes lead to issues. And with Six Flags having a reputation of fights and brawls breaking out throughout the season, now I agree with their chaperone policies. I think that's a great idea. However, I believe that Six Flags Great Adventure should have more security, giving families peace of mind. Now, I am not bashing Six Flags Great Adventure, although it may seem that way. I really do care about this park and its future. I will say there is numerous things that this park does very well. When it comes to operations, the ride operators at Six Flags Great Adventure are some of the best. I think it's an incredible park with some great rides. However, the infrastructure in this park is just deteriorating, and I really do believe that's one of the reasons they can't get the guests that they would like to get in this park. Along with all of the coasters and rides that have closed this past year. Now, I know Six Flags announced that they're going to build some kind of record-breaking launch coaster for 2026. Will it actually get done by 2026? Who knows? I personally believe that Six Flags should sell this park to United Parks and make this a Busch Gardens. I know that this would be an unfavorable opinion, most likely. However, I think that Busch Gardens would really transform this park into the best park in the entire world. They already have the safari, and obviously with Busch Gardens offering different animal experiences, this would fit very well. These were just my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Really do appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great day.